How to sharpen lawn mower blades. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. The same is true for your lawn mower's blades. With long-term use, the spinning blades under your lawnmower can gradually grow dull. This can cause them to start tearing the grass, rather than cutting it smoothly, which can give your lawn a ragged appearance and make it more susceptible to disease. Luckily, unless your blade is seriously damaged, sharpening it requires only a few basic tools and a little elbow grease. Preparing the blades for sharpening. Disconnect the spark plug and power source. A lawnmower can cause serious injury if it starts while you are working on it. Always disconnect the spark plug and the power source outlet or battery before disassembling your mower. The spark plug can usually be disconnected by removing a prominent wire on the side or front of the lawnmower engine from its metal mounting. Once disconnected, the engine should not be able to start. For safety purposes, it's still recommended to wear heavy gloves and eye protection during this project even if you're sure you've disconnected the spark plug. The spark plug can usually be disconnected by removing a prominent wire on the side or front of the lawnmower engine from its metal mounting. Once disconnected, the engine should not be able to start. For safety purposes, it's still recommended to wear heavy gloves and eye protection during this project even if you're sure you've disconnected the spark plug. Turn the mower on its side with its carburetor facing up. To access the lawn mower blades, you must turn it on its side. However, because of the construction of a lawn mower engine, turning the mower over haphazardly can cause engine oil to spill into the carburetor and air filter. To avoid this, make sure you turn the mower so that these face up, rather than down. The carburetor and air filter on most modern mowers are usually housed in a boxy plastic case on the side of the engine. If you're unsure of where these parts are located on your mower, consult your owner's manual or contact your manufacturer. As additional protection against spilling, you can run the mower until it's out of gas, or pour the oil into a separate container. This project is also a good opportunity to check your oil and change it if necessary. It's a good idea to change your oil at least once a year. Mark the downward-facing side of the blade. One of the most common mistakes homeowners make when sharpening their lawnmower blade is to reinstall it upside down. If this happens, the blade won't be able to cut grass, no matter how sharp it is. To avoid the extra effort of having to remove and install the blade again, make a noticeable marking on the bottom side of the blade before removing it. There are many ways to do this. For instance, you may want to mark the bottom of the blade with a dot of spray paint, inscribe your initials with a grease pen, or simply stick some masking tape to the center of the blade. Lock the blade and loosen the fastening bolt. Most lawnmower blades are secured with a bolt in the center of the blade. Normally, it's difficult to remove the bolt with a wrench or ratchet because the blade will turn with the tool. For this reason, it's usually necessary to immobilize the blade before you start unscrewing the bolt. There are many ways to do this. Usually, it's easiest to wedge a sturdy block of wood between the blade and deck of the mower to keep the blade steady while you loosen the nut or bolt. You can also use a vise or clamp if it's more convenient. Some mowers have a reverse threaded nut holding the blade onto the spindle. Take note of the placement and orientation of any spacer washers or plates that come off with blade. Clean the blade of grass clippings and rust. Once the blade is blocked, it should not be hard. Loosen the bolt and remove the blade. Once you do, take the opportunity to clean it. If you've been using the mower frequently, there's a good chance it will be dirty with grass clippings, grime, and so on. For ordinary cleaning needs, all you'll usually need is a gloved hand or a dry rag. However, if it's been a long time since you've cleaned your lawnmower, you may find it necessary to use a hose and a little soapy water to remove accumulated plant material and grime. If you do, dry the blade with a rag once you finish.